Hi there and welcome. If you haven't got a beverage, may I suggest you go and get one, because I've got quite a haul today to show you. Bits and bobs from all different charity shops. So let me get started on what I got. So first of all, everything that I'm going to show you in this carrier bag, everything, £3.50 is what I paid for all of them. So let me just get one of these out, unwrap it to show you. Now these was in the window of a charity shop, and I'd said to Ray, who works in there, I says, how much are them, Ray? And he went, £1 each, because that's how he talks. So I says, I'll have them. So he took them out at window for me and wrapped them me up. So they would have been £2, right? At £1 each. And it's got on the front Cornish cider form. So you can see there that they are quite lovely looking bottles. And I have got the idea to paint these up for my garden, you know, and have candles in top. But I thought for £1 each, what great bottles. Right, now another item that's in here, and this is a Yankee Candle wax burner. So you put your tea light in there, and then you either put a candle in there or you can put water with oil. But you can just see that I've actually got some tea light candles too that are the same design as this. So that is lovely, isn't it? Because I did expect him saying £1 for this, £1 for that. So that's that. And then there's a bag here with some tea lights in, and they're the long burning ones. So these burn for approximately 6 hours. So how many's in there? 3, 6, 9, maybe 10. So I thought I'd take them for outdoor in my garden. I've then got a necklace. And necklaces in the shop, I think these are 50p, you know, if you were to pick different necklaces. So that is the front of that. And I've not bought this to wear as a necklace, but I'm going to show you a bit later what I'm going to use that on. So I'm going to pop it to this side. Right, what else have I got in here? I've got a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are like black hooks, but you screw them. You've got a hole there that you actually screw them onto, and there's 4 of these. And that was priced up at 50p. Right, what else have I got? And then I've got another candle holder, and again, this is for my garden. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items for £3.50. So that would work out at 50p each, wouldn't it? So what great buys. Right, so I'm going to just chuck that to one side, because then I can get things put away where they need to go. Right, where shall I start next then? Right, so I got this glass, and it's got gold going round it, and then it's got the letter K on. And when I saw that, I says, oh, that'll be lovely for our Katie, that. So when I got it home, Kevin says, oh, that's a chunky glass, isn't it? I says, which one? He went, that one I've just put in cupboard. I says, I've not bought it for you, I've bought it for Katie. But of course, it could have been for him, because it's got a K on, hasn't it? And he's Kevin. So 50p that way. Right, let's have a look then. So this is a cute, it's very rustic. If you bring it closer, you can actually see it. It's a very rustic candle holder. And what this is going to be great for is putting a big candle in it, as you can see there. That's going to be great for that, because I got that in a previous charity haul for £2, but that was £1.50. So I loved how rustic that was. Right, now then, just look at that reel of Broadie Anglia lace there. So it's real Broadie Anglia cotton lace, and I reckon there could be between 60 and maybe 80 meters on this roll. And it was Paige who spotted this. She got it off shelf. She says, what about this, Mum? And I paid £5 for that. but what a bargain was that. Right, so I dropped on a couple of balls of wool, and these are, see if I can, I think we sellotape the bag. No, they aren't. So when I saw that, it's quite a bibbly bobbledy wool, isn't it? You can just see there. So I've got this for crocheting, 2 balls, and that was £2. So I just love the colour of that. Right, so winning again with that. Right, now I saw this in a shop the other day, and obviously it's a beautiful, beautiful vase. But I've actually bought this as a candle holder and have it in my garden, and I paid £3 for that. But that just looks beautiful lit up on the night. I'll just pop a video in to see, so you can actually see how it looks when it is lit up, when it's dark. £3. I dropped on this, and these are glass. They're not plastic, they're glass. So I've cleaned it up so you can see on that. You should be able to see how shiny the glass is. So I've got this pot here because obviously it's for the ceiling. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for either a small round dish or a small tea light holder to glue on that so a candle can sit in it. Now, I don't want anything heavy. This is quite heavy to start off with because of all the glass it's got on it. But I'm going to have this for outside. If you saw my video where I made the lanterns to actually sit outside, let me just pop this on because one's just come off there. And just put a candle on them at night. And then they're just so pretty to have in your garden. You know when you sat out on a summer's evening. Right, let me just put that back on. Right, so that's where... Where's that necklace gone? Where's that gone? Oh, it's here. How did that get all there? Yeah. So when I was telling you about that, I'd got an idea for this necklace. To put that through there and stitch it on. And then there's a button on the other side of that. To pop that through and stitch that in place. And then to bring that up, let me just get that so you can roughly get an idea of how it will look. And then that will be hung up on a shepherd's hook. But again, that will look pretty great, won't it? But as I've said when I did my video, if you're going to do something like this, consider the weight that you're going to be putting in it. So you don't want nothing too heavy like a thick big candle or a thick candle holder. That's why I want a small one and one that's not too thick. So I want something like that can glue into it and put like a small candle in it. But again, that will look great in my garden. And I got this for £2. So with the necklace, £2.50. Right, so they were up Sheffield. Let me show you these 2 makeup products that I got. Right, so this is W7 Prismatic 3D Highlighter Palette for eyes and face. And I have used these as eyeshadows. So let me just bring them up so you can just see the pretty colours of those. And that was £2. So that's a pretty palette. And then I picked, and this is a Revolution Pro Amplified Strobe and Highlighter. Let me open that so you can see the lovely colours in that. And again, that was £2. Right, now I didn't get many clothes. I've got 2 items of clothing to show you this time. This one was brand new and it was £4.50 and it's originally from George. It's a size 20 and it's just a waistcoat. Let me just pop it on to show you. Now, Paige was with me when I got this and she actually saw it and said, "Why don't you get that, Mum?" She says, "Because if you remember that really fluffy green top I made, you know, with really big sleeves, if you saw that, and then it had got a sheared front. She says to make one of them, Mum, with lovely big white sleeves. That will look great. So let me just pop that on there now, because I'm going to leave that on now. I've got it on. So that, when I tried it on and when I got it home and looked at it, I went, oh, I'm really glad you taught me into getting that page. But what a bargain at £4.50 for a lovely embroidered denim waistcoat. Now this dress, I picked this up, was it on Thursday? And it's just a black maxi dress. So you've got a lovely bust detail and then this double tie that goes round neck. And then on the back, it's got this lace up back. And I picked this up for £1 on the sale rail. So I've got this for either Paige or Katie, but Katie's coming tonight, so I'll let her have a try it on. And then, but I thought, what a bargain for £1. You know, for an evening, that will look pretty stunning. But that was originally priced up at £6 in the shop, and then they reduced it to £1 on the sale rail. So that's my 2 items of clothing. Right, I'm going to save the best till last, because that's what I do, isn't it? Right, so let's look at some more jewellery items then. I've got that one, and this one. Now these three that I'm going to show you now, I've bought them to use as handles for future lampshades that I may find to put candles in again outside. This particular one was £1, and it's got beautiful, beautiful shells on. If you just look at those, you know, with the pearlized, and then you've got these balls, and it's got like a leatherette strap. So again, to put that on, probably undo that there, so that it can go like that as a strap. So if, for instance, let me just get this one, put that over there, to have that get on there like that, but obviously it come from there, from one side, and then the other side. They make great straps for this project, and I got that for £1. Right, so I got these two were £1.50 each, and this one is it's just beautiful with the blue beautiful beads that's on it, and it's quite long, so that one would make a decent strap to go on a lampshade. And then this one, when I looked at this in the shop, you've got 3 strings of pearls. Now they're on this ring. So what I would do with this is I would take 2 of these off and just have one on, and then I've got some rings somewhere in my sewing area, so I could technically get 3 handles from this one necklace, and I paid £1.50 for that, so that would work out at 50p a strap, wouldn't it? So again, another great buy at £1.50 to use on lampshades for my garden. Right, now I picked a beautiful necklace up for me to wear, and this was £4 this, but it's such a beautiful, beautiful colour. Right, so let me just bring it closer to show you, so you can see it's just this beautiful baby blue choker, and that actually fits quite close around my neck, because I did try it on in the shop, but I just thought that is so pretty, that. So that was £4. And then Porter Morecambe had got this small 40s weekend, which we went and had a look around yesterday, and it was such a lovely day. Me and Jackie got dressed up, and to hear them playing, you know, the 40s music, because there were people singing, and we had a break in a pub where we got a drink. But then there was like this indoor bit of a tea room and also some stalls. So I saw these shoes, and these are Joe Brown's, and these are great condition. You can see there that the heels are like new, and I got them for £7, and they're the sort that they're really, really comfortable, because you stood on a chunky heel, because sometimes bit like that, aren't they, with heels? So I thought they would look great with some of my reproduction dresses and maybe even jeans, you know, for rockabilly look. And I paid £7 for them, but great pair of shoes. Okay, let's have a look then. Now, we went in another shop in Morecambe, because the only thing I bought at Morecambe was them shoes and this basket. So let me just take this out to show you, because when we got back to the pub, because they went in the pub while we went round charity shops, and Jackie says, Kevin's going to go bloody mad when he sees that. I said, it's all right, I'm going to tell him it's yours. Which I did. So when I walked in, obviously I was carrying it, and Kevin's going, I says, don't panic. I says, it's Jackie's. I've been carrying it out shops for ages. And then it must have been a few minutes later, Jackie's looking at me and Neil's looking at her, saying, where are you going to put it? And then I says, no, I says, it is mine, Kevin. So it's an unusual shape. So if you just look at that. And when I actually bought it, the woman in the shop actually said to me, I'd like to know what you're going to use that for. So I'm going to do a video where I'm going to upcycle it. So I'm going to paint it white for starters. It's got a lid on. So the lid actually fits on it like that. And then I've got two ideas for it. I don't know which one it's going to be yet. When I upcycle it, I will show you what I'm going to use it for. But this, I picked it up for £1. £1. So when I saw it was just £1, I said to Jackie, I've got to take it. She says, what are you going to do with it? I went, who knows? I says, but I will come up with an idea of a usage for it. So that will look lovely when I finish with it. But for £1, couldn't not have it. Right, so let me just pop this back in this carrier bag until I get time to paint it. Right, so that, for £1, can't go wrong. Right, so I've got two more items to show you. And these were both from up Sheffield. Now, I saw this in, you know where you get these glass cabinets? And as soon as I saw it, I thought, sure, that's a Huda palette. So, when it was in the cabinet, brand new, and they're the colours that's in it. And then I looked to the back and it had got the Love Feast Huda Beauty. Now these palettes, this palette retails for £27. That middle colour is absolutely beautiful. Show you it. Hopefully I get light on it so you can actually see that middle colour, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. So this I actually got for £6. £6. Still got the packaging, brand new. It hasn't even been swatched. And I was with my sister Claire this particular day, and I says, oh, I've got to get that. So when that was £6, I thought, I've got to have it. Now, the last thing I got, well, it's a pair. And when I saw these, I didn't really know what I was looking at because I've not really heard of this brand, but the Birkenstock sandals, and these are brand spanking new. Now, Claire has actually got a pair of these, but I think she said hers were orange, and she said to me, what size are they? I says, they're a 6, whereas Claire's a 5. So she said, you've got to get them, Tina. I says, have I? She went, Tina, the ones I've got, I paid £50 for. These were £5. Now, we have looked online, or Claire got it up online, and for this exact pair, the same colour, they're £80 to buy. So a saving of £75. So I thought, right, I'll get them. And they are such a beautiful, beautiful, you see, they're just this beautiful pale gold, isn't it? So really glad that Claire told me about those, because she said she's had hers years. She says, and there's loads and loads of life left in them. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.